A live program.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ghana Armed Forces headquarters, and the National Democratic Congress headquarters, and also the head office of NATMO from Sunday 10th August to Thursday 14th August. On Friday 15th August, an interdenominational state funeral will be held for the 8 heroes at the Black Star Square. My brothers and sisters, my fellow countrymen and men, may God bless your souls, and may God bless our homeland Ghana.
Mr. Omama, the nation state address now every some more. Same way there. Ada GTV there na aba. GTV aba is na aba.
Anu maje bekebe kuni obeya. Ye mami mo bebe anu kutuku bekebe chemo ebeya. Me ko dunia semiolo etike ni ebese. Mu wasemie me kubie bokame. Aya mame owo kuni oya emfa pon yondie deke pon moche ni akoko nu ne baba ndenga ngome. Aso pero mo kura ni ebe no maje.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Oba Ebema the nation address efa incident enra esi no ehono no na wa winim Ghana ye station send your si operate ne de omo operation ne kra no se eno ano na na se etisen no omo ama entene bia se efe na wadwen ne me ama mensan impre ni biem na message ekoye no TV3
And also, there will be an interdenominational church service. The book of condolences will be opened at the Ministry of Defense, also the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, and also at the Ghana Armed Forces. So, we would play back what the president said shortly, just for the benefit of the uninitiated, and we will get into a conversation here on Ghana Tonight. This is a special coverage of the president's speech you just saw, and then also a special edition of Ghana Tonight for today. We'll go up until 11 p.m., so stay with us. The president has indicated that at 5 p.m., the nation will gather on Saturday at the forecourt of the State House to honor the memory of these fallen heroes with a memorial service, and then also the investigation of the Board of Inquiry that has been set up to investigate the cause of the crash after the flight data and the cockpit voice have all been retrieved. Talk with Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo is going to be joining us in a bit, a former serving officer of the Ghana Armed Forces, who's also hear from a few people who will be joining us. But this is what the president said, having that heavy responsibility of officially also informing the nation what has happened 24 hours after this tragic event, the developments. Komla Kloche is our presidential affairs correspondent. He is at the presidency as we speak, is connecting with us again. Komla, a clear sense of sadness and broken heart as we saw the president there, reflecting the mood of the nation as we speak. Now, you're there right now. Paint to us, beyond what we saw on television, what is happening at the presidency right now.
Alfred, the president just left a short while ago, just after the address. He didn't waste time at all, and he left in a very quiet mood. The motorcades didn't even make much noise, just left quietly, and presumably he's retired home. You can understand the emotions that are involved in this. A bit composed that he was. He's been able to find strength to address the nation and giving an update, speaking for the very first time right on this issue and what the way forward is going to be. And just like you recounted, the black box and then the audio recordings on the flight have been recovered. There'll be some investigation into this. He's asking for closer unity with respect to the country, and that this is one of the lessons that we need to pick up as a country and should remain quite united. And so, well, many of the staff who have been involved in the broadcast are also just wrapping up to leave the presidency, and then they possibly will be. And the Saturday vigil, where many of the people would be expressing their memories, fond memories of these individuals, 8 individuals whom he spoke quite fondly of, will be at play at the forecourt of the State House. That's what the situation is right now at the Jubilee House, where flags continue to fly at half-mast.
Appreciate you for this, and stay with us, because we do know that there's a lot that also is happening right after this president's speech, the president's speech as well, a few minutes ago. And this is just to give us an update 24 hours after this tragic event that happened at the Dampier Range Forest Reserve near Brofidru, Sikaman, in the Adansi Akrofo municipality of the Ashanti region. Let's play back the president's speech that he gave a few minutes ago. Let's take a look at this.
Good evening, my fellow countrymen and women. It is with a profoundly heavy heart that I address you tonight. Yesterday, a tragic helicopter crash in Adansi Akrofo claimed the lives of 8 cherished members of our Ghanaian family. The victims of this accident include 5 passengers and 3 dedicated members of the Ghana Armed Forces. Among them were Dr. Edward Kofi Omaniboama, Minister for Defense; Alhaji Dr. Murtala Mohammed, Member of Parliament for Tamale Central and Minister for Environment, Science and Technology; Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Limuna, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator; Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress; Samuel Abuaje, Deputy Director General of NADMO; and Squadron Leader Peter Anala of the Ghana Air Force, Flying Officer Chum Ampedu of the Ghana Air Force, and Sergeant Ernest Ado, also of the Ghana Air Force. This tragedy represents a deep personal loss for me. I shared a close bond with many of those individuals who died. Our nation is grieving, and on behalf of the government and the people of Ghana, I extend my deepest condolences to their families, friends, and their loved ones. Know that our entire country mourns with you. We share your pain. Your loss is our loss. A loss of dedicated public servants, intellectuals, and individuals who tirelessly work for a better Ghana. These 8 individuals dedicated their lives to Ghana's progress. That their final moments were spent in service is a testament to their unwavering commitment. We have lost some of our nation's brightest minds, and this is a moment of shared heartbreak, a time to reflect on the preciousness of life, the sacrifices of public service, and our gratitude for those who dedicate themselves to the well-being of our fellow citizens. Squadron Leader Anala, Flying Officer Ampedu, and Sergeant Ado were dedicated members of our Air Force, embodying the best of their profession. Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Limuna was a humble yet effective public servant. Samuel Sapon was a respected statesman, and Mr. Samuel Abuaje was a promising young leader. Dr. Omaniboama was a brilliant and dedicated leader, and Alhaji Dr. Murtala Mohammed was a passionate voice for his constituents and a champion for environmental stewardship. These gallant men each served Ghana with distinction. And as we mourn, questions about the cause of this tragedy are only natural and important. And I want to assure the families and the nation that the Ghana Armed Forces has initiated a full and transparent investigation into the circumstances of this crash. An investigative board of inquiry has been set up to investigate the cause of the crash. The flight data and cockpit voice recorders have both been retrieved. All 8 of the bodies of our departed comrades have been retrieved, and the government is in close touch with the bereaved families about identification of the bodies and final interment. In this moment of national grief, let us remember that we are above all Ghanaians, united not just by our nationality, but by our shared hope, our shared humanity, and now our shared sorrow. Let us set aside our differences and offer our collective compassion to the bereaved families. This is not a time for division, speculation, or political point scoring. It is a time for strength, for empathy, and for the enduring Ghanaian spirit that still stands tall when all else has failed. Let our words be of comfort, our actions be of kindness, and our unity be the tribute we offer to those whose lives have been lost. To the families, to the Ghana Armed Forces, to the ministries and departments that have lost dedicated staff, and to the National Democratic Congress, which mourns the passing of valued members, may you find strength in their memory and their legacy. May we all be comforted by the knowledge that though they are gone from our sight, they remain forever in the spirit of the nation they so faithfully served. On Saturday, 9th August at 5 p.m., the nation will gather at the forecourt of the State House for an evening of reflection and memorial in honor of our departed colleagues. Books of condolences will be opened simultaneously at the Ministry of Defense, the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ghana Armed Forces headquarters, and the National Democratic Congress headquarters, and also the head office of NADMO from Sunday 10th August to Thursday 14th August. On Friday 15th August, an interdenominational state funeral will be held for the 8 heroes at the Black Star Square. My brothers and sisters, my fellow countrymen and women, may God bless your souls, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
That's the president, John.
All right, Abisha. So for now, no, His Excellency address the issue, no, every internal. Yeah, the best here, but maybe call life. Farouk, our hub. Be a secret. A hodo be That's the question. I was a bisa, and may assure say non suntina His Excellency. Abeka say yeah, can I say yeah open investigation, but according to Farouk Wahab, no, Yepekrana, the expert in say Omono Ebane say Yenyesa aviation investigation near the Enokran Eba, so the system will corrupt their information. In some way, actually, Mesro enche within a 5 minutes, Yebeko live, Yebedin Komo Ahodo Bebre, YouTube Ahanum. And so when you subscribe to channel now, Wadarma, subscribe mami, na kame ho, ni endi nkomo na yebedi enye partisan, e your mind nkomo, nti dru baby o say ye fire, ye be fire, the dru baby o say ye kono sene o say ye kono na, ye be ko. Mesro, so be subscribe, no wakame ho. Na wasan adjoin me within a short possible time. Acha 5 minutes, 10 minutes, mesan aba life, makramo.